Good morning and welcome to another video, and welcome to Copenhagen in Denmark. Our first time here. Lucy is behind me here. We've just walked off our cruise ship. We're currently on a cruise with P&O, who have invited us to experience the Britannia and the Scandinavia and Baltic Sea cruise. And this, sadly, is our last port. Yeah. But today we thought we would make the most of it. We've actually got 2 days here, so this video may well go over both days because we can get off the ship for both days and explore Copenhagen for the very first time. So everyone appears to be walking that way, so I say let's follow the crowd. Whenever in doubt, follow the crowd. They're probably heading somewhere. That's not good advice. I think be your own person. Go the opposite way of the crowd. Okay, go that way then. Maybe not this kind of thing. So if you've seen our travel vlogs before, you know we kind of like to slightly plan stuff, but we also like to go with the flow a little bit and see what we see what attracts us. And in Europe, most of the time you can do that. So we're going to head kind of like towards the centre, hopefully get a bit of food, maybe get some coffee. We've just seen the Little Mermaid statue, which was a big thing to see here. And I mean, I don't know what the whole history is behind it, so we need to do a little bit of reading. What was the year again? 1913 it was unveiled. Yeah. And yeah, it's a very popular thing to come and see. It was very busy there. Yeah, you can see from the clip here, it was just full of tourists taking photos, but yeah, quite cool. Anyway, let's head that way. Let's move away from this statue. First impressions is that there are a lot of statues here, because that's going to be a little bit noisy for you watching this, so let's head into the centre. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness. We just had the absolute fright of our lives. Where is he? Can you see behind us there's a guy? What do you say he is? He's like like a guard with a gun. He basically appeared from nowhere in front of us. We were just walking, looking around like this, and then he was there stomping his foot in front of us. I don't know if we were meant to be stood there or not, and made me jump slightly, but it's all good. He seemed friendly enough. So now we're in the middle of this square area, and we're here on a Wednesday, and it feels very quiet considering. Oh wow, everything's very grand. We keep seeing big doors, palace looking things, big buildings. If I do a quick 360 here, everything's huge. Wow, everywhere I look there's something to see. It's quite amazing actually. So just here there's a huge dome. It's a big statue, big pillars, big buildings, big fountain, Big George. I was just saying how massive everything is here. Yeah, we've seen a lot of big things, haven't we? Yeah. So we just worked out that this is home to the Danish royal family. Which makes a lot of sense, which is why there's guards. Which is why there's a lot of security and a lot of tourists. Yeah, so cool. It feels like Bridgerton or something, doesn't it? It does, yeah. The buildings, like you're surrounded by these tall buildings with pillars, and behind us here, this is really cool building right in the centre here. Wow, okay, that looks nice. Dime. Is it? 1 scoop of Dime ice cream. Is that good? Very good. The cone's massive. Everything's massive here, we said. The cone. The actual ice cream's amazing. It's so creamy. It's not just like Dime flavour, it's like amazing vanilla ice cream with bits of Dime bar in. Yum. V or W? Verfellbageren. In our English accents. That started in 1953. Wow. Very nice. And it's very hot today. Needed. It's kind of annoying weather today. I don't want to moan about the weather. That's not what I'm doing here. But it's super stuffy, isn't it? There's no blue skies, but the sun's coming through the clouds and it's just like very bright. Sweaty. Very bright. Very hot, but it's good. So enjoying the ice cream now. So we're walking down the canal here. So busy. It's really super busy. But as you can see behind us, a ton of restaurants, cafes, people having alcohol, coffee. I don't want to say it loudly because I think we're getting it wrong. Oh yeah, the area. Nyhavn. We'll put it on the screen now, just in case we're wrong. This is the name of the area. I think it's like one of the #1 things to do here. It's when you see that classic photo of the colourful buildings, that's where we are now. Yeah, very cool. A big buzz here, a lot of atmosphere, but it's not loud actually. There's no music. Everyone's just kind of enjoying. Ooh, pizza there. So there's unlimited kind of restaurant options and cafes and bars. We're heading to a coffee shop, so we will check out the coffee scene here. But yeah, just for now, enjoying the walk along with everyone else because it is very busy. It's a Wednesday. It feels kind of like half tourists, half people who live here. Yes. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Okay, a big contrast now, which is quite cool to see because I kind of wasn't expecting this to be around the corner from that canal area. That was kind of giving me more like Amsterdam vibes, but now we're in, I don't know where we are. I've never been anywhere that I can quite compare it to. The buildings are still large and grand, but we seem to be in kind of more of a shopping area with cool buildings that look like this. And then let me just quickly walk up here. Escaped from Lucy for 2 seconds. Oh, that's not Lucy, I thought she was behind me. And we seem to be in a kind of main high street, I suppose, here. Again, super busy, but looks really nice. If I just stop here and show you this building. I mean, I think the contrast of these buildings is so cool. And that's just an H&M. And then this is kind of like the main sort of shopping high street, which is super busy. I'm not going to go too far. Yeah, this is so nice. Like I said before, I'm not going to go too far because I'm so going to get lost. But like I said before, we had literally no expectations or impressions at all of what Copenhagen would be like, other than a few photos we've seen on the internet growing up and in geography classes and stuff of those colourful buildings in the canal area. And the fact that it's all been walkable and on foot so far, cooled down a little bit in the shade in between these buildings. Very enjoyable city to walk around, and probably one of the busiest, maybe just other than Stockholm, that we've been to on this trip so far. So just grabbed a coffee from Cub Coffee Bar. Very, very cool coffee bar. I'll put it on the screen now. You have to walk down these steps. We've noticed that here.
Super steep.
A lot of the establishments are kind of underground, and you have to go down these steps to get into them.
They're often on the corners as well, aren't they?
Very, very nice looking coffee shop in there. Nice guy in there as well. Oat milk, flat white. So let's try the coffee.
I thought you were giving up oat milk, George.
That's another store. Ooh, that's very nice.
Is it better than Germany?
It's very rich. It's kind of interesting. It's less sweet. Very, very nice coffee. We just arrived in this central, what feels like a central kind of town area. Wow, nice. I don't know if you can see the plane. And this particular area is giving me London vibes. How about you? I don't know what it is.
I think it's like the designer
like Piccadilly kind of area.
Yeah.
But in more of a kind of European grand way. Like the buildings look a little bit nicer. Yeah, we're around some designer buildings at the moment. Designer buildings. So, I mean, people did also design the buildings.
We're tired, guys.
What I mean was designer stores.
Very nice looking.
Again, people enjoying, like, it's a Wednesday and it's thriving and bustling and it feels like a weekend. Lucy has just worked out how far away from our cruise ship we've actually walked.
We've got an hour's walk now.
Have we?
I'm so
That's
tired.
the thing. That's the thing. I mean, it's great that these cities are all on foot, but as far as you walk away, you have to walk back.
I'm not prepared for that.
We're not ready for that.
I'm not sure what to do.
Especially with this guy who's now having a nap. But we're getting our steps in. 8,000 steps today?
Already, yeah.
10,000 target?
We've already done 8.
Have
so
we?
It'll be double.
That's pretty good.
Okay, we're in Denmark. We had to try a Danish pastry. We've come to a place called Nyhavn. Really bad at pronouncing these words. It doesn't come naturally to me at all. So we're going to try some of their, maybe I'm going to ask for their best sellers and we're going to try a couple now. It's a really nice little bakery. There's a little seating area. I mean, we could Let me see if George wants to actually come and sit. So they've got some sandwiches, they've got these amazing bigger cakes in the window. You can see George out there, there he is. But what we're after is this kind of stuff just here, which look like the actual pastries. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Good. What would you say are the best sellers for like Danish pastry? Yeah. Okay, cool. What's this one? Okay, cool. Can I film? Okay, thank you. Wow, that looks good. Yeah, let's get one of them, please. Thank you. So I asked what the best seller was. They said they're plenty. They said they're like the best seller.
Oh,
they're super popular. So there's 3 ones to try.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's great, thank you.
So this one's like a cinnamon one. This one is like layered with some cream, some hazelnuts and sugar. And then this one's a sprinkles with some icing.
Oh,
so
amazing.
I don't think I was filming myself at all there, sorry.
This is one thing we had to do on this very short snippet in our lives in Copenhagen for these few hours. Having a Danish pastry was something we absolutely had to do.
Okay, just because I had the ice cream today, I thought I'd have a bit more sugar and just order 3 pastries. Wow, this one looks very good.
Oh, it looks so thick. Look at it. It looks amazing.
So good. It's kind of like this is not meant to put you off. I mean it in the best possible way, George. Okay.
Yes.
You know when you get a soggy sauce roll?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It looks
the soggy bit of the pastry. It's like a sweet version of that.
Wow.
But it's again not too sweet. I know there's loads of sugar on top, but the actual pastry itself isn't very sweet. So in total, it's got this like it's quite balanced. The hazelnuts are really nice. And it's quite wet, you know, it's like
in a good way. Moist. I'm gonna have to try the same one first, then I'm gonna try a little bit of that one. My mouth, I'm actually salivating right now. Oh, when you pick it up, it's just soft.
Well, you tried it already.
That is so good. We always say food is such a big part of travel for us.
Food is our language.
It's worth all the walking today, all the sunshine, all the heat. Oh, that is so good.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. It's all falling on the floor. The 100,000 icing one. It's different. Not different as in bad. I mean, that is different to that one. This one's got more of a traditional kind of pastry taste. Does that sound weird? I don't know, does that make sense? It's less moist, a little bit more crunchy. It's very good, but I do still prefer the first one.
And the third and final Danish pastry. This just goes to show it's worth traveling. I know these days all around the world you can get pretty much all the amazing food in all different places, but there is something about coming to the origin, the place where these foods are famous for, and trying them. It's not just the food, it's the atmosphere. It's like when you eat pizza in Italy. It's like
we're sat on a super busy street.
Singapore noodles in Singapore. It just feels more authentic. Right, this is the cinnamon one. Wow, this feels like the pastry that everyone else tries to do. For example, Starbucks, their cinnamon bun. You know when you bite into that, it's a bit dry in the middle.
Yeah.
This is like the original, what it should be like. I wouldn't say it's moist, but it's
solid. It looks quite stodgy in a good way.
It's the opposite of dry all the way through, but it's still that more bready
George,
kind of texture.
The total opposite of dry is wet.
It's not wet, it's hard to describe. Nothing about it is dry, but it's a bready feel.
Okay.
So with both of us full of pastry, that was delicious, wasn't it? We are going to end off this video here. That is the end of our very short time and our very first time in Copenhagen. Our first impressions, I mean, for me, it's a huge vast, busy, bustling city.
Yeah.
Everyone is on their own little mission. Reminds me of London in that way.
Yeah,
Everyone's got their AirPods in, they're on the phone.
Quite busy, quite frantic, quite chaotic, but it works. Like, it's quite amazing to watch. And just quickly, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, I've actually been up super early this morning at about 2:30 on the ship. I got up, stood on the 19th deck, the 19th floor of the ship. Floor? Deck, not floor. And I watched us go underneath the bridge, and we literally, when I say we were close, like, I was holding my breath slightly when it went over, when we went underneath the bridge, and the funnels, that honestly, I swear it was inches away or centimetres away. It was so close. We even had to speed up in the water to go a little bit lower so we could fit underneath it. It was amazing to watch. It was pitch black, this huge big bridge coming towards you, and then I turned around and watched it go over the pool and the ship, and it was amazing. So I hope you enjoyed them little clips there. Oh, Coda's waking up.
Aww.
Hello, baby.
Did you have fun as well? Did you have fun as well?
Yeah, lovely boy.
Good boy. So yeah, that does end off this video. We hope it's given you maybe some ideas if you're looking to visit Copenhagen yourself. Things to do if you've got a short amount of time. Maybe you've got longer than us and you'll do way more than us, but we definitely enjoyed our day here. I'm sure we will be back in the future at some point. Thanks so much for watching. Comment below if you've been, comment below if you're planning a trip. If you enjoyed this video, if you've watched this far, we would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you did enjoy the video, then hitting the subscribe button would mean a lot to us too. But from the three of us, we bid you farewell for now, and we will see you in the next video very soon. Bye.